Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tyleruns Tower Days. Get on to episode 7. Right in. I did turn up the in-game audio a tiny bit because when I was looking, I couldn't really hear it. If you guys think it's a little too loud, let me know, and I'll turn it down for next episodes. We left off with a bunch of fun stuff going on. It seems to be okay right now. Okay. So, where we left off, we're most likely going to start moving to Central DNS with load balancing. That is probably still in our cards today. I kind of want to make a push, though, for 15. But I don't know if we have the... Look. DNS3 is barely in use right now. Okay. I think it's a little too loud. Funny if it was like perfect and I just turned it down way too low. But we'll find out. Alright. So I'm honestly thinking we're gonna make a push for 15. Once I get to floor 15, we're gonna get a new data center. And then we'll be building everything over again once we hit 15. So yeah. Let's make a push. Oh, Lord have mercy. That residential floor is going to be not fun. Oh, I asked for it, so. Yeah. 11. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of these floors. Okay. The software engineers like to... Hold on. I'm going to map this before I forget it. Otherwise, we will overload stuff. These guys like to talk to each other usually. So the strategic engineer and the software investor, they like to talk to each other because they're going to buy a Decentro off of each other. But this also now means that we need to start adding Decentro to our data center downstairs. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this, because this floor is going to probably have a lot of communication. Camera, phone. Blade 10. Yeah, 10 it up. Go 2000 ETH. Here. Are you both fiber? Oh. Oh, never mind that. Gonna do a Blade 5 and a Blade 4. No use making this complicated. The only thing that kind of stinks is I won't get the camera or the phone, but I don't think I need them right now. So we will come back if I need those. East. 1,500. Done this. Green 500. 2,000. 100. Green 500. like how the music is stopped. Where's my music? My music bit. Turn it down too low? Like, what's going on here? Rocket Store. The amp. Oh, this one just wasn't loading for some reason. You go over here. Here. Ethernet. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. If it is, I'm going to feel very bad. But I can now not hear. Okay. Did I accidentally order an additional green? Looks like it. Sound effects. Now that I think about it, I could probably get this. Piece. Blue. 500. 2,000. I also have to remember we have a lot of cables downstairs. Copy the phone address because I'm going to set that up. Downstairs. Alright, so what we're going to do here is I need fiber ports. The fiber ports need to come into my core. I don't really like that I'm doing this shenanigans. So, because we have the money, we're going to create some new sockets. Should be more than enough sockets than we'll ever need. I am going to get a media converter. I'm going to need 500 fibers. Grab all 4 while I'm here. The only reason I'm getting a media converter is so that I can configure the stuff up on the. And then oh, mission. So yes. Yes, I know I'm wasting money, but I kind of wanted to just make it look nice, guys. Nicer than it is, because right now it kind of looks. Alright, got that done. I didn't write down where I was going. Hopefully. Okay. Now I can plug in my. Here, here, here. 11. Let's see all. Oh, I don't need that. That address. At D1 for 11. That was a terrible thing to do. So glad that will not work. I don't know how I got VoIP. Copy. I have to go back upstairs. Well, thankfully nothing bad happened there. That could have been much worse. Everybody makes mistakes, though. This floor has a fan on it, that's why it's loud. Also, it didn't matter, because this is plugged in on the Ethernet side, so this wouldn't have worked anyways. I do need NC all on these. NC all. 1. 1. 2. 30. Sleep. You. Power workers. 3. When do you wake up? Lance worker. 1800, so not until way later. Alright, back downstairs. Phone address. Or this off. Power link. Address. There. Phone is set up. Software surveyor. Software guy is awake because he's sir. I don't know what just. 1. Let DNS set. DNS map. Software P2P is 1. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm having a great night, fellas. How are you guys doing? uh, AR2. Now I can plug this back in. Up. Route. Add. At. 1 AR2. 411. Yeah, port. Graphics up there now. And he is getting everything that he wants. Sweet. I'm gonna wait for this guy to wake up, and then I'll take that back over. But we need to set up Decentro. I don't really want to do because I don't really have the space for this. I have to go to the other side of the room to do Decentro, or I'd have to throw the servers on. I guess we could do that. Centro. And then I want some boulders. For buttery boulder, please. Beyblade. Okay. I'll throw a Decentro server right here. Third server here. Blade on top of that. Here. Perfect fit. Okay. Not proud of how this looks. Do not yell at me. Not proud of this at all. Once we get the new data center, we'll make this all look super pretty. I promise. Till then, I'm gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Do I want to cross? So, that, nope. Grab our debugger again. All at, what I plugged into? R2. R2. Centro Vault. And at D1, R1, DNS2. Hardware ID. Hardware ID, this one. We want these to be the same name. Grab this. This is going to be duck node. And then we can come back to 4. Route add at D1 AR2 deck. Yeah, port 7 on D1 AR2. What this does is this allows anything with the prefix deck to go down to this switch. Anything that's not deck will not reach the switch. On that note, this should already be running Decentro note. Hey. Knock it off. Anybody else throwing a fit? My core router posted. Alright. Before I got distracted. So the only problem now is I actually need to do program install on these still. So program install Decentro collector on hardware ready. 1307. What did I know? And two of our blades got redone, which is awesome. And we need Decentro wallet. 7. And we also need Decentro wallet on 7. 4. Vaults. Nope. After 7 5 1 5 4. What this does is this allows the vault to collect and store the tokens. If we lose power, the tokens stay on the server. And what these collectors do is these collectors will go over to the switch and they'll reach the Decentro node, and then they could scrape off some coins. So last up, we need to our domain. If we watch, we can do facilitate P2P transactions. Registry. Facilitate P2P. And then I believe you can only do 0.1 on these. That's good to go. And then we need to do DNS map. P is at 1 AR2 deck node. Alright, so we're now doing Decentro. That means we also need to go buy Decentro. Alright, as you can see, we've got 2 Decentro safes right here. And then we have our Decentro exchange. Currently not a lot of people trading Decentro, but we now have access to. Alright, where were we? There. This guy's awake. So we need to go ahead and up. I believe this guy's on the Ethernet side. Steal. Bugger in there. Copy to clipboard and see all. At 1 AR2 for 11. 1 8. So 1 2. Ready. Okay, done. He should be a happy kid. Alright. Happy campers. We'll have to come back in a few minutes here. So this guy might wait. This guy hasn't been assigned either yet on 2100. Connect to D1. And not add the route on my core. Nope. Route add at D1 -11 via port 6 on it. Shell on at 1 AR2. Port 5 7. Everybody should be happy now. Can't connect to D1 AR2 deck node. Oh. Oh. You're awake. I need to steal the fiber back. Here. Here. You are C1 or P1. P3, I need C2. And done. Or everybody up there should be happy. Look at our Decentro meter. We're collecting a coinage now, which is awesome. But did I buy the wrong servers? That's hilarious. I bought the wrong servers. These were supposed to be Boulder Pluses. Oopsie. So Decentro works with free memory. The more free memory available on a server, the more coins you can store. So I was trying to actually buy refurbished Boulder Pluses, and I just totally brain farted. You know, sometimes it be like that. As long as you can admit that you made mistakes. This in. This real quick. Alt. Alright, that's done. So now if we look into Centro. Over time, Mr. 56381 will go over the 6. And you can store 6 currencies per free memory. It's already. And then if we look, we currently have access. Currently have access to 37 Centro. We can currently sell for 20, but we have a 4 transaction fee. So we'll lose 4 per node, per item. So we'll really be gaining 16 profit per coin. So this will actually be a pretty penny. So if we look at my balance right now, we're at negative 304. I'll go ahead and execute the order. And once that updates, game is just calling me a liar today. Did it just not work? Huh. I don't know what happened there. It sold the second time, but it didn't sell the first time. So I have no idea what happened there. Either way, we're about to make $8,000, so we'll be in the positive. That's okay. We need to set this guy up real quick so that he can stop complaining. Where's he at? 9. We'll make the other guy unhappy, but 1. Set up. Again. And we're good to go. Wasn't a lot that happened in this video today. Sorry about that, guys. A lot of, I want to say, cleanup work. Majority of it was cleanup. Say. Sorry, it was a bit of a boring one, but we are moving forward. Only got one extra floor in. We did add Decentro. Being mean to me, Sticky. Next episode, we'll probably try and get up to the mythical 15th floor. Now that we have Decentro set up, there's really nothing further than I need. We'll set up the third access router the next episode, and we will start getting there. Appreciate you guys sticking around. The next one.